Yes, we talked to Coach Saban earlier or late last week, and he said that he had discussed the pros and the cons of opting out or playing, and that I'd like to know if there was one particular pro that resonated with you, and if there was one con that made you maybe pause.
Well, for me, it really wasn't about the pros and cons. I know that I feel like that's a more private conversation for me and Coach that we talked about. But for me, it was all just about the leadership and being here for the team. And I've been preaching so much over these last 2 years about how to do things the right way, the standard around here, and how to uplift the standard and how to uphold the standard. And it just wouldn't be right for me just to walk out on my teammates. And I think that's a big reason why I decided to play in this game and be with those guys.
Was the fact that you're a permanent team captain a factor in that as well? I would have to think it would be.
Yes, most definitely it is. That's again, like I just couldn't. Everybody says it's like the business part of it, but when you love the game of football, you also have that competitor part in it. And me just being at home or training or sitting down watching the game, I will be feeling so bad or not feeling great about myself. Like just the competitor in me, and that's again why I wanted to play in this game as well.
How possible is it in a game just to protect your body or protect yourself from injury? Is that any different than any other game you've played?
Yeah, it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? I have faith in God. God makes no mistakes. That's another thing that me and Coach Saban talked about with the risk factor. That was never anything in my mind. I've been playing, 3 years here? Some of the hardest football in my life, SEC football. And if I had that same mentality going into my freshman year, I probably wouldn't be standing up here right now because I'd be worried about getting hurt or something. I probably wouldn't have achieved as much as I would have. So just going out there playing fast and having fun and not worrying about anything else.
Going back to the captain question, what does that mean to you to be elected a captain 2 years in a row by your teammates?
Yeah, I have to give my teammates, all the praise because they give me so much confidence. They believe in me so much, and without them, I wouldn't be where I am right now in my life. But just to know to be another captain is something special. It's really a blessing, and just know that you have that type of impact and you make those connections with people, and people respect you for it and look up to you for it. It means a lot.
Have you talked to anybody who was surprised by your decision? Because I think a lot of people assume that maybe you wouldn't play in this game given your stock.
Anybody that knows Will Anderson and that know what type of person I am and competitor I am probably knew that I was going to be playing in this game.
How much did you think that your and Bryce's decision influenced other players that were maybe on the fence? And did you talk to any of them about the importance of playing in this game?
On the team?
Yeah, the team.
I think it was very important just to show that, we talked about it like, hey, like me and Bryce could put our stuff aside and come back and, play this game. I feel like everybody else can do that. We made a commitment to you guys, and I think that's the biggest thing is just being all in and being committed. But no other guys are really talking about, opting out or anything like that. All the guys are just being, really locked in and have a point to prove.
Hey, well, on that note right there, a point to prove, it gets forgotten that only 4 points has separated you guys from having a perfect year. How much do you have left to prove on that field in the Sugar Bowl?
No, we have a lot to prove. We have a lot to show that we should have a chance to be in the playoff, but we're not, and we're going to take this opportunity and go with it and make the best of it and go out there and show why we're Alabama football.
Coach Saban has talked about, and we've talked to him about this game being an opportunity for younger guys to step up, maybe with some of the guys that have gone into the portal. How have you seen that? Maybe a couple of practices in, or who are some guys that you've seen step up?
Yeah, the guys have been doing a really good job. All the young guys that I've got the chance to see go into practice, they've been doing a really good job. I think this is the biggest time for them to actually learn the playbook and actually understand, why we're doing this, why you need to be doing that. And they've been taking advantage of the opportunity. I'm super proud of those guys, and I hope they really do good on Saturday.
I want to ask you about a couple weeks ago. You were pretty busy. What was it just like that week, winning those awards, graduating from UA? What was that week like?
Week full of blessings. That's all I can say. But for me, the awards were nice, but I more thought of it as my family. My family, they work just as hard as me to make sure I have everything, and just to bring them along with me to all these trips and to all these different states, that meant the most to me because my family, they don't get those many opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So just to have that quality family time with them and, for them to see other things outside of Georgia, it was love, and I'm very appreciative of it. I had a great time, but honestly, I couldn't be in that situation without my teammates, without my coaches, but I got to give a big pop to my teammates, man. Like, they always have my back. They always believe in me. They give me a lot of confidence, and it hasn't stopped from the time I got in here, from the time the older guys see me. They believed in me. Didn't even know I was, going to be like this, but, they trusted me when I was a freshman, and now the younger guys that come here, they trust me. So I have to just give all props to them, because without them, I wouldn't even be in this situation.
Hey, Will, so with all this said, time flies by. I know that these past weeks have been so fast, but knowing that this may be your final time with the team, how do you make sure that you soak that all up, and how do you kind of change your mindset to make sure you take time to relish all of it?
Just being in the moment, being where my feet are, making sure that I'm enjoying it, making sure I'm still building those connections, still being a leader, not slacking off, still upholding everything that I've been talking about since, since last year, the year before that, this year, everything. So that's kind of where I've just been at, just being in the moment, enjoying everything, enjoying the guys, just the laughs in the locker room, everything. I think that's why it just keeps me going, just being around those guys.